pilots, the latter with electrodes implanted in their brains, formed the research colony in the summer of 1971.
Nosotros podemos ahora manipular el cerebro no solamente sensorialmente, que es lo que ha hecho la humanidad desde el comienzo, sino con campos eléctricos y con campos magnéticos. Lo fundamental, y como todo esto empezó, era con electrodos implantados en el cerebro, en gatos, monos, chimpancés, gorilas y seres humanos. Ahora, ¿no será posible estimular el cerebro sin electrodos, sin implantación, sin nada? Pues sí, es posible. Y entonces empezamos con las técnicas de control remoto. Estimulando el cerebro, nosotros podemos obtener respuestas psicológicas. Hubo un intento militar en Norteamérica, en la Unión Soviética y en otros países. Estos estudios podrían ser utilizados militarmente en los soldados para aumentar su agresividad o disminuir su agresividad. Probablemente sí, pero ¿cómo iban a dirigir esa agresividad? La libertad. Todo el mundo habla de la libertad. Bueno, ¿es usted libre? ¿Sería posible, y esa es la pregunta fundamental, una sociedad psicocivilizada? ¿Sería posible tener seres en el futuro más civilizados que los que estamos viviendo ahora? Yo creo que sí. Muchos, y cada día se descubren más posibilidades para controlar la conducta de los animales y la conducta humana. La ciencia avanza. Ahora, la utilización de los descubrimientos es posible para el bien o para el mal.
In the mid-1960s, a procedure developed by Dr. José Delgado took psychosurgery to a whole new level.
I was continue thinking about the brain, about the possibility to do research, about the possibility to go inside, in the depth of the brain.
Rather than cutting things out of the brain, as Walter Freeman had done, Delgado decided the best thing to do was to insert something into the brain. At Yale, Delgado became fascinated by the idea that electrodes implanted in animals' brains could control aggressive behavior. In the summer of 1964, to perform a truly audacious stunt, he chose not a rat nor a mouse, but a bull.
The owner, he said, well, you can do that with cats and monkeys. You can do that with bulls, can you? Well, I don't know. Let's try. Would you allow me to place electrodes in one of your brave bulls? Sure, do that, no problem. But you will not be able to pacify him. I don't know, maybe not. Let's try.
Dr. Delgado really did intend to stop an animal specially bred to be aggressive in its tracks. This footage shows Dr. Delgado in action.
We anesthetized the animal. There we implanted electrodes in the head. Well, next day the bull was normal. And the bull was just going around, charging against anybody who could be in the bull ring. It's not completely normal. Then I thought, well, I know a little about bullfighting. So I'm going to test this by myself.
Delgado leapt into the ring with an extremely dangerous animal, armed with nothing but a remote control. He was betting his life that this would work.
The animal was a few feet away. I push a button in the radio simulator and the animal really stopped completely. It was frightening, but it was an experiment. And so when the experiment was over, the bull was in very good health and I was in a very good health also. So no problem.
Jose Delgado was jubilant and saw the success of his experiment as just the beginning.
That took us to another big step. If electrodes implanted in animals are possible, can we implant electrodes in the human brain?
To many people, this vision of brain manipulation was not thrilling. It was downright terrifying. It presented a nightmarish future where anyone who threatened the state could be controlled. Far-fetched? Well, in 1970, researchers from Harvard Medical School suggested using psychosurgery on black rioters, while others suggested putting implants into gay men to turn them straight. Ethical approval proved impossible. Funding for brain implant research fizzled out. But the story of implants wasn't over. Some of the things they talked about doing were utterly